succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com. Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all caramel latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
For the second year, the Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion has roared into our state, and the excitement is throttling up. Until June 24th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play and Double Play. Enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 Nebraska winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend, plus a shot at $1 million. Enter today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
That's a bad look for Mike Malone. When did the F-bombs just become an accepted part of our world where coaches just go to podiums and drop F-bombs? When did that start happening?
I think it was right after COVID.
After COVID. Damn COVID.
COVID-19.
Ruined our profanity, our properness in press conferences. Took everything away.
It was. It really was. We got that documented.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday, and the first hour is proudly sponsored by Sand Hills Global. Sand Hills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Boom. And it's more than just Wednesday. It's Heavenly Waffles Wednesday. Fantastic.
Tell me about yours.
Well, it had the fentanyl gravy. It had the
what gravy?
Fentanyl. Fentanyl? Has it fentanyl?
I don't think we want fentanyl.
Funnel. Not fentanyl.
What type of waffles y'all got down there, man?
Not.
And if you eat these waffles, you're going to die. Let me put a quick disclaimer out there, folks. We do not have fentanyl. And
Not fentanyl.
Heavenly Waffles will take you to heaven if you eat them with fentanyl in them.
Not fentanyl. What is it? Fennel. What is the word?
It's a fennel sausage gravy.
I need Chef Bob in here. Help me. Help me.
Chef Bob is not putting fentanyl in the
Not
waffles.
fentanyl. There's no fentanyl in the waffles. Fennel. What is the word?
Fennel sausage gravy.
Hey, and some andouille sausage.
We got to clip.
Hey, good morning.
We got to clip that, dog.
Fentanyl sausage gravy.
Come on. I try to be all chefy, and that's what I get. I should have just said.
That's a different kind of chef.
I should have just said sausage gravy. I should have just went with basic, but I tried to get it, but I didn't. Oh my goodness! I try so hard. This is what I deal with. I try hard to be chefy.
No.
I didn't say fentanyl. I said fentanyl.
No,
fentanyl.
you said fentanyl.
I said fentanyl. Oh man!
Yeah, even Ben says you said fentanyl.
Ben. It's time for you to go home, Ben. I tried so. I wanted to be chefy. I wanted to sound all chefy, and then I ended up not sounding chefy at all.
Good morning, bro. He goes, Raff's going to take a quick nap. Need more than fentanyl to take that orange down. Cool Hand Luke, good morning. He goes, the gravy is quite the pick-me-up.
So y'all should come down here from 8 to 11. Get on down here.
Hey, don't bring Pookie. So we
ask for the extra gravy.
Hey, we're going to folks come up tomorrow scratching. Y'all got any more than waffles?
That gravy with them waffles.
Hey, I know text 0650 says send you to heaven waffles.
Oh boy.
Hey, we're having a party.
Hey, we gotta clip that, dude.
Yeah.
Ralph, that was one of the greatest gaps of all time, man. I love it, man.
Oh.
Just letting you guys know, Bob's waffles pack a punch, but not that much. Look, they taste amazing.
They're amazing. They're
waffles to die for.
Hey, they call it heavenly waffles for a reason.
You ready to meet Jesus, waffles?
They're amazing. They are amazing. You don't need fentanyl.
One bite, you out to fight.
Oh,
okay, Tony and John.
Good morning.
The Dave Chappelle. Y'all got any of them waffles?
Good morning, everyone.
Folks, it is Happy Wednesday. It is Happy Hump Day.
Oh.
Hazelberry.
Oh boy. I try so hard.
Oh, man. Tom Petty sucks. What's up? He goes, hey, y'all, did I miss the 5 o'clock free gravy giveaway?
That's that 5 a.m. gravy giveaway.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Thunder Knockoff's comparable only to Big Swim's Gorilla Bear.
Oh, keep them coming. I got to read this one. Unknown texture 4979 out of Iowa says, you will die for these waffles. Literally.
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 Goodness gracious. Raff.
You know, on the spillover, you know, Coach Bush had some good things to say. Coach Bush has been in a lot of locker rooms, seen a lot of different landscapes. Rico, were you the type to where you, and Raff, I want you to think about this, you as a former coach too, were you the type to where the pregame talk got you really ready to roll, or did it matter either way?
For the most part, we were ready to go, but the pregame talk, I think, just added an extra layer.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. I do agree with Coach Bush. It's not, the pregame talk isn't the end all be all. It's not going to make you win a game, or a bad pregame talk isn't going to have you lose a game. But there is an element to it that can give you that little extra oomph that can help you at least at the beginning of the game. That pregame talk isn't going to carry you through the entire. You're not going to sit there in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left and you're going to be like, remember what coach said at the very beginning before this game even started in the locker room. Like, that's not like, you're not, I don't think that's going to be like the end all be all, but it will give you that oomph at the beginning of the game to hopefully get some momentum and continue it throughout the rest of the game. Yeah.
What about you, Raff? Were you die before the games, before you, when you coached or when you played? Was that a big part for you as a coach?
Well, when I played, pregame talk meant pretty much nothing. When I coached, I agree with Coach Bush that your pregame talk isn't going to get your team to perform any better. It's the preparation that you do during the week, the recruiting and all that he said. However, the one thing that I noticed being the head coach was during the pregame speech, I was able to gauge how my team was probably going to come out and play just by their focus and just their attentiveness. So I guess that's one thing that I was trying to think back to when I'd give pregame speeches, and I could tell the games where I thought, oh yeah, we're going to come out and play good, because you could just see how everybody was locked in.
Right.
And then some speeches, you know, they weren't really speeches. It was just more do this, do that, do this. I mean, everybody always halftime speeches. So I always think back to, he said Coach Osborne, you know, not being fiery speeches and stuff like that. But one of the halftime speeches that everybody will always go back to and look at is that 94 Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really so much to get his team fired up, but it was more instructional.
That's what I was sharing in the spillover.
Saying, hey, they're gonna do something. Keep your hands down. Don't. And the one person, you know, Christian Peter, the one guy that if anybody would come at Christian Peter, most likely, and Christian Peter heeded that advice at halftime, kept his hands down. They got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So it's not so much firing your team up. It's more just giving those instructions. Like sometimes your best halftime speeches is, hey, you might want to watch out for that onside kick coming out of halftime, and your team recovers that on. It's paying attention to details for me is what the speeches were about.
You know, I shared mine in the spiller, Raff, that exact story. There were two talks that really stood out to me. The Coach Osborne was against halftime against Wyoming when Terminator was going to start. His Brooks lung collapse, and it was that Miami locker room. That Miami locker room talk, I can literally see that right now, 30 plus years later. The look in Coach Osborne's face and looking around at my teammates, I was like, we about to come out here and kill these dudes, you know. And I'm gonna tell you something else though. Coach Brown could have you fired up during practice though. I will say some coaches, but you know what? I'll say this though. Coach Brown would preach to us the most physical blockers in America. He would tell us that over and over again. You are the most physical receivers in the country. Make them pay. Make them pay. He would say that over and over. Because think about this. Coach was talking to guys that led the country, led their region, led their state, led the area in receiving. In order to talk them and to pump them into being blockers, you had to be one hell of a salesman. Yep. And Coach Brown, we can see it when he comes on there. People heard him speak, seen him speak. He has that factor to kind of get it out of you. However, it wasn't every day like that, because it's like living next to a railroad track. If you hear the train every day, at first it's like, oh man, I hear the train. After a while, it's just background noise.
It's just noise.
Yep. And coaches have to be able to gauge their locker room to know it's just going to be background noise to them.
Yep.
So if you're always just coming up, every player's different, because some players you can grab by the face mask, cuss them out, Yeah, coach. Other players who do that, they'll check out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's knowing your team, knowing the climate of your team in order to do that. But I think there's a time and place for it.
Yep.
But I fall on the lines of Coach Bush in that if you're not ready to play right before the game, that
speech isn't going to get you anything
done. So you had to be ready to play on Thursday. Wednesday, Friday. But I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a little frosting on the cake, but the cake better be cooked already and ready to roll as far as that goes. So I'm with that part. Well, folks, we got to go ahead, man.
Oh, no, I was just even going to say, go back to Coach Osborne. You talk to all the former players, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
They always say that if he said, dadgummit or whatever, that rang more into the ears than if he would have went off on a tirade and going blah, 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 blah. But just that dadgummit, you knew he was upset. And that goes back to, hearing it all the time. He pick and choose.
Absolutely. He was selective with it, knew when, and he knew the pulse of his team as well as all the coaches. Folks, it is Wednesday. Happy hump day to all of you out there. It's a beautiful Wednesday. It's a great time to come down here and get some Heavenly Waffles. 1040 O Street. Also have a cup of coffee if you want at the mill as well. It smells great in here, and you will not be disappointed. Got a lot of sports for you to discuss with you this morning. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 a ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. An experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about versatility today. Unlike flowers that wither and die or chocolates that disappear in a heartbeat, jewelry is the solid move here, guys. Yes, she will cherish it, but more important than anything, she will brag about it and brag about you. And that's what it's all about. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Play ball! Tired of the same old routine? Then bring your crew out to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. Enjoy action-packed home games all week long from May through August. It's the perfect change-up to the typical family night or makes for a home run outing with friends and coworkers. Experience the magic and get in on the excitement. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets now. Unleash the fun.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order Program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order Program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. It is Heavenly Waffles Wednesday. It is 8 to 11. Come on down here for the sausage gravy, the waffles, the andouille sausage. Is that how you say andouille? I hope I said that right. Andouille.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't try to say the gravy. Fennel sausage gravy. Fennel.
We're just gonna call it gravy.
Gravy, yeah, just gravy. I tried to be all chefy, and I guess I'm not a chef. I'll leave that to Chef Bob.
Yeah, just make sure you say the right words.
Yeah,
that's really all it is.
He's gonna try to be all chefy.
I was trying to be all chefy. Chefy.
That's all right, man. We knew what you meant. Maybe a little bit. I was wondering why we had some various people just walking up to the door this morning and passed by during the break. Y'all got any more of them waffles?
Sales have increased dramatically.
You're ridiculous.
Boy. I try
man.
so hard.
I love it, man.
Sometimes you try, I get that. Sometimes you try a little too hard.
I know. I understand.
But it's okay. I respect it.
Well, Nebraska basketball's got some news in the portal. I got Enrico. I don't want to screw up his name. Burke Bayutensil.
Hold on. I have the pronunciation. Give me 1 second.
A utensil?
It could be a utensil.
Burke Bayutensil?
Hold on.
Bayutensil?
Barricade.
Bayutensil.
Bayutensil.
Bayutensil. 6'9" forward from Turkey will be joining Nebraska hoops. He visited Nebraska a few weeks ago. BYU was also known to be in the hunt for Barricade. Book. Let me do it like that.
Did you see Ken Pavelka on his Twitter posted himself practicing his name and then going, got it.
Barricade Bukdengel. That's how Kent's saying it. Barricade Bukdengel.
Got it.
Guys, he had a season at UCLA, averaged about 4.5 points there, 2.5 rebounds, tracked about 16 minutes each time he was out. Did start the season out. Then was coming out, taking some time off the bench. They definitely said he had some challenges his first year. Late summer, got admitted to the UCLA a little bit late. Then he jumped up in the lineup. Finally, I guess they're saying here on November 20th. But the dude has got some size, 6'9". They say he's more of a conventional 4-man natural option. You guys think about this with what's our man's name? The names are escaping me. With Rink Mass being out this year, that's a good pickup, along with the ones we already picked up. Because you remember Nebraska basketball, they got Gavin Griffiths, and they got Connor Essegian. I almost want to say Parsegian. I think about Jeff Parsegian. Not Jeff Parsegian, but Coach Parsegian.
Parsegian.
Yeah. Essegian from Wisconsin. Of course, Gavin was signed as well. So that's 3. So is that 4 we got now or 3? 3 or 4? We got basketball now. Basketball overall portal transfers.
In the portal, it's more than
I think
that.
it's about 7.
It's a lot. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
I know somebody who's been keeping track of it.
Yeah, I think we got about 7.
Yeah,
that's in there so far. But he comes in from UCLA.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transfers, I believe.
6 so far.
Barrique. Braxton Mia. He's a transfer, right?
Yep.
Connor Essegian, Gavin Griffiths, Raleigh Worcester, Andrew Morgan.
Nice.
So they're filling it up pretty nice.
Filling the spots.
They're filling nice. Spots. For the FIBA team last year, the World Cup last summer, he averaged 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, almost 2 steals, and almost 2 blocks. So he's a guy that could be pivotal for us, especially with Rink, like I said, being out for the injury that he had this year. So,
he was on the team that beat Team USA.
Yes, he was. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited with the new guys. Obviously, you just put those 6 guys together, plus the other guys be coming back. Right. You still have to bring that gel together because none of these guys have played together collectively. And we even seen hints of that last year with this team early on in particular, just not being familiar with each other. So I'm glad to see us get a guy, a guy that's 6'9". So in fact, here we go right now. So you got Juwan Gary, Bryce Williams, Ulis. We still don't know about Ulis yet, though. That status. What are you thinking, though, Rico? What are you thinking, Raff? Because we still don't know what's going to happen with him yet. And as you remember, folks, as they're thinking, Ulis was the one, like the point guard that came over from Iowa, had the gambling incident that took place. They were investigating that. NCAA's not gotten back. What's you guys' gut on Ulis?
Athletes are terrible at gambling for some reason. Like first off, they make terrible bets.
Oh my God.
And second, they keep getting caught.
Great.
Oh my God. What? Like you are a professional athlete. You should know more, right?
Oh,
like you should have an inside track to some of this stuff.
Athletes are terrible gamblers.
They're terrible.
Just don't do it.
Like, what's it? The baseball guy that got caught yesterday?
Yeah, he lost a ton of money.
He won like 4.2% of his bets.
You know what?
He won like 10 out of like 160 some or something like that.
Rico, he ended his career basically about $5,500.
Ridiculous. What are you doing?
Sad. It was sad. I don't wish that on anybody, but like
I think there's still a good chance that if Ulis is still enrolled in school at the beginning of the fall semester, I think there'll be a good chance he'll play. I think if he's not enrolled, of course he's not playing.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he's there, there's a good chance he'll play.
Here's my thing, you guys. What's taking so long?
NCAA.
Why do they do this, Rico? They've got all. What are they waiting on? They've got all the information they need. The dude set out the entire year. What are they waiting on? And I'm not asking that in an accusing way. I just want to know what is taking so long. Because other guys were at the same time, they knew what their fate was. So I just don't know what the holdup is. Text line, if you know, let a brother know.
Yeah.
What is the holdup?
Well, I think I'm not sure if they 100% decided. I just know that, after all of that, he was suspended for like that last season. I think that he'll be able to go this coming season. But to me, it's just, I don't know. He's not going to start. Like I'm pretty confident in saying that.
Well,
I think that Raleigh Worcester, the transfer out of Utah, right? Mm-hmm. He's your point guard, right? He'll be your starting point guard next year. Aaron Ulis potentially coming off the bench, but you got to remember Sam Hoiberg is also coming off the bench, and he's been leading that second team quite well as well.
Yeah.
Bryce Williams, although not a conventional point guard, more of a point forward role, and I think he'd do better not being the point guard. Yeah. But in a situation where you need him, he can also be the point. You have a lot of guys who can handle the ball in that point guard situation, but also the way that the offense has been running the past couple of seasons, it's been running through the big man at the free throw line. Yeah. So there really hasn't been that need for a true point guard, although it would probably help them a lot. I don't see Aaron Eulis being that starter and coming off the bench. He's going to get limited minutes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see if he decides to stick around to continue his career.
Well, I just think what they need to do is they should have came out last year when all this was happening and they did their investigation, came out and said, okay, he's suspended for the year, or he's suspended permanently, and just instead of like kind of smoke and mirrors a little bit and like, well, maybe he's suspended into next year. We don't know. And maybe the university does know, and they just have not announced it, and they know when the suspension ends or how it all plays out, because you leave the athlete, if the athlete does not know, man, you kind of leave them up in the air. It's like, well, maybe you're coming back, maybe you're not, it'd be frustrating.
Big Bird, good morning to you. And Raff, your point be very frustrating. And I think Jack Russell just drove by too. What's up, Jack? Good morning to you, brother. If that was you.
It wasn't.
Wasn't Jack?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, never mind then.
Big Bird. I think he's got a point here. Didn't the guy who discovered the gambling at Iowa get found for obtaining the information illegally? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'd have to look that up. I'm not sure, Big Bird. Big Bird, if you can find that, man, let me know, brother.
But at the end of the day, he was still in the wrong, even though the guy who found it illegally. The guy is still in the wrong for doing it. So that's what the NCAA will always come back with.
And the thing about it, like you said, Raff, it's been a year. Let the man know where he sits at, man. But that's some basketball news. Like I said, it was a pickup for Nebraska, picking up the big man. So here's our scholarship chart. You got Juwan Gary, you got Bryce Williams, you got Eulis, you got Andrew Morgan, Raleigh Worcester, Braxton Mia, Rink Mass, Connor Asigian, and Gavin. Well, the seven guys up top, man. Okay. Then the rest of you guys, you got Gavin Griffiths, Barrett, who just part in, two freshmen, Janowski, and Brendan Frager.
Yeah, you're going to need, I would say next year, you're going to need two of those three young guys just to step up and have an impact, because, after next year, you're going to lose a bunch of your core of players. Was there 7 players up with seniors that you're going to lose after next year?
Yeah, senior-wise, you got 7 seniors.
Yeah, and then with Rink, maybe he'll be back, maybe he won't. He'll
be back.
He will?
Yeah.
Guaranteed 100%? Can you guarantee that?
I can 99% guarantee that, because, look, you're not going to get...
are bad betters.
Breaking news. Rink Mass transfers.
You're not going to transfer somewhere after you just got knee surgery. Who's going to take him? You don't know how he's going to be.
Oh, I'd say in today's world of NCAA basketball, I think there's probably somebody that would take him.
You don't know how he's going to be. He's not going to declare for the draft, because nobody's going to draft him after that knee surgery without seeing how he's going to play. Nobody's going to take him as a transfer without seeing how he's going to play after that surgery. So I can 99% say that Rick Mass is going to be here after this coming. He'll be 2 seasons from now.
Yeah, I would say it's unlikely, but I think in today's, we go to your point, to his knee, and I think seems like, and I don't know him at all, seems like the type of kid that said, you know what, they took care of me. Reciprocate that. Yeah. But in this day and age, you never know.
That's why I said 99%.
But yeah, to your point, I don't see him leaving, but nothing surprises me. But I don't see that happening. To your point, I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening.
I think.
But you have to prepare for it in case it does. Though.
I think that he'll be back, but in today's world of college athletics, you just never know. And then you also could have overseas money come and be like, hey, Rink, you want to come play? We'll give you $1 million a year, and that changes things too. So you never know.
You know what, Thunder Not Collins, sadly, and I'm not saying because you made the comment here, but that's the state of the NCAA. They've always been this way.
Yep.
And Thunder, you nailed it, because the NCAA does not follow the Constitution, which includes due process. They're like toddlers trying to play cards. They make up the rules as they go, and none of them make sense. I've played golf with a few guys like that before. Just make up stuff as you're playing.
So I looked up the Iowa obtaining the information illegally, and some Iowa athletes, this was back on April 26th, filed a federal lawsuit alleging that state criminal investigators violated their constitutional rights by using geolocation software to track activity on their cell phones as part of a widespread sports wagering inquiry that resulted in criminal charges and the loss of NCAA eligibility. So back in April, they filed a lawsuit saying, like, you were tracking us with geolocation software without our consent, without our knowledge. You can't do that, and that's how they found out that they were making all these bets. So I guess we'll see.
Gosh, and also too, what we just said too about the NCAA, they don't really follow the Constitution.
No.
I don't think they're really going to much care how they attained it. They're still going to be like, well, you were in the wrong. So
We
a
are
mess.
our own governing body.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
basically. Unknown texture 0167. You sit nailed. It goes. The NCAA is the reason. The answer to, is why the NCAA is taking so long is because they're a bunch of incompetent buffoons. They make a lot of the decisions that way that just don't make sense, man. I mean, I understand the importance of having a governing body to make sure everybody's above the fray, if you would. But when you're as incompetent and inconsistent as they've been historically, and folks, this is not just I'm talking about years and years and years of incompetency. And I just don't get it, man.
Yep.
I really don't. For something to where you're a multi-billion dollar, billion with a B, to be this incompetent, it just blows my mind.
Yep.
It blows my mind.
I concur.
Well, folks, it was good to get Beneke. How do you pronounce the last name again? The last name?
Buyuktanjel.
Got it.
Buyuktanjel.
Bangerang.
Welcome to Nebraska, young man. Welcome to Nebraska.
I was doing my Kent Pavelka.
Folks. When we come back, folks, we got some history to discuss. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. We'll be right back. 93.7 a ticket.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Haviland. This week's special through June 11th is buy 3 ribeyes, get 1 ribeye free. Also, $1 off all brands of crackers. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about versatility today. Unlike flowers that wither and die or chocolates that disappear in a heartbeat, jewelry is the solid move here, guys. Yes, she will cherish it, but more important than anything, she will brag about it and brag about you. And that's what it's all about. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Mail Plus and Hangers Cleaners in Lincoln are proud of our U.S. men and women in uniform. We thank you and your families for the sacrifices you've made to defend our freedom and freedom worldwide. We pray for your safety in war and your safe return, and we honor those who've given their lives fighting terrorism. This from Mail Plus and Hangers Cleaners on South Street. Proud to be part of the Lincoln community. Like them on Facebook and visit mailplushangers.com.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Blecker and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador online at prg-ne.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and hot. An afternoon high around 89. Tonight, a stray shower or storm possible. Otherwise, clear skies. No low around 57. And tomorrow, sunny skies. An afternoon high around 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. We're back. It's Wednesday. It's Heavenly Waffles Wednesday. Pete Ferguson is in the house. Come on down. Get a Pete Ferguson autograph.
Yeah! Yeah!
I forgot how that song starts up.
In the club with my homies, trying to get a little VI. Down with a
boots with the fur.
No, Raff, it's not that one.
No,
Why?
not that one.
The one you're thinking of is apple bottom jeans,
boots with the fur.
There we go. See, that's a different song, but that's nice. That's a headbanger as well.
The whole club is looking at her.
That's not how it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You're like Nick, the most articulate rapper I've ever heard. That man makes sure he enunciates every single syllable of every single word.
Instead of getting hot in here, Nick was like, it's getting hot in here.
It is getting hot in here.
It's awfully hot in here. Boots with the fur.
The boots with
the whole
fur.
Club,
the whole club
is looking at her.
She
Shorty
made her
go
way
low,
to the dance
low,
floor.
low.
What is happening? Stop. There's too many lows. There's too many.
I try so hard.
Again.
Oh, man.
Again.
Again.
Run it again.
Oh, no, I heard that a lot of times.
That give you a little PTSD right there?
Yeah, when you said that. Coach Osborne, though, he would always say, we're not going to run it until we get it right. We're going to run it until we can't get it wrong. Yeah. And there's a difference with that. We're going to run it until you can't get it wrong. That's why, I mean, this is totally off the agenda, but I was looking at they showed Nebraska versus Colorado old school game last week on the Big Ten Network.
I still find that weird.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
neither team was
they're like, look at this Big Ten Classic. I go, no, it's not.
It's Big 8 Classic at the time. You know, and hearing Keith Jackson was weird, but really cool, nostalgic, if you would. Hearing the late, great Keith Jackson call that game, and I was just watching our linemen. They used to just punish people, man. I mean, absolutely. Think about it. We'd run the same play.
Mm-hmm.
And there were times that the linemen, you talk to Stein and Wieger and those guys, there were times they would tell you, we're going to run the same play. No, we're running the same play. No, and they would say it out loud to we're going to run the same play.
We are going to continue to do this until you can stop us.
We're coming back
and
at
you are not going to
And
stop us.
And the reason why they ran it so good because we ran it until we couldn't get it wrong or with very little flaws to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that's why when you said run it again, it just reminded me of that to where, yeah, that happened in the game, but on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it would happen in empty stadiums or an empty Cook Pavilion. We ran those plays.
Schulte Fieldhouse.
Yeah, Schulte Fieldhouse. We could run it at Pioneers Park, Pacer Park, wherever. We ran it over and over until you literally could do. That's why you see a lot of us former receivers. You'll see us walking around with our hands are just kind of going like this, just release. It's and I thought it was just me. No, Coach Brown, we were laughing about a couple weeks ago. Abdul Muhammad does it still. Clester Johnson does it still. Big Tremaine Bell does. When I was Cedric, I was talking. Not Cedric, but Corey Dixon in the spring game. Those guys were like, dude, we all still do that because it was just in our minds.
You ever randomly just line up and you're just like sitting there, like you're waiting at like a stoplight, and you just kind of stand there, and then you just put one foot in front of the other. You just like kind of get in a ready position. You're like, you're just looking at it, you're like,
Rico, when I am going through airports, though, I am going like this sometimes. If they were at a kid, they would see my head just kind of bop. Like I'm just like, AD, what are you doing? You're not running the poster out in O'Hare Airport.
You don't know that.
You know? Yeah.
You don't know that.
O.J. Simpson did.
Yeah. I didn't fare too well for him later on. He was running for other reasons later on.
ran a 9 route in that Bronco.
Fade.
In Husker history, in Husker time, this was, folks, we're going to go this one. In 1994, school presidents of future Big 12 conferences vote to curtail the enrollment of Proposition 48 athletes, which was a bunch of bull, man.
Yeah.
Coach, this was one of the main things why Coach left, too, because they made an agreement, then they changed it. Coach Osborne was livid because they're basically saying, well, we have no space for Prop 48 kids. You know, you wouldn't have had here in Nebraska? You wouldn't have had Tyrone Williams. You wouldn't have had Baron Miles. You probably wouldn't have went Kareem Moss.
Jared Tomich.
Jared Tomich wouldn't have been here either. I can go on and on the number of guys who were Prop 48, not just at Nebraska, at other schools as well. So the very tool they were using to give these guys the opportunity to become eligible, they were snatching it away.
Taking it away.
Coach Osborne said, not on my watch. Not on my watch. So it was just it was an ugly situation. And another situation bringing there where Texas was trying to bring in the Longhorn Network and keep all the profits for themselves. T.O. said, deuces, I'm done with this.
God, go.
I'm done with this. Done with this. The Big 12, of course, got rocky as well. And here we are now in the Big 10. In overall history, Raff actually met this guy. And he was kind of...
No way.
No. Please.
No. Still working on it.
1974. This will not be shocking to Raff and to folks who follow baseball deep. 1974, the A's Reggie Jackson and Bill North engaged in a clubhouse fight in Detroit.
Fight.
They was in there scrapping.
Yeah. I could see how that could happen. I could see
Reggie? No.
Oh, let's just say he scared the tar out of 9-year-old Raff.
Tell him the story, Raff.
So we were down in Kansas City, and this was before Major League Baseball imposed people going into the locker rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy's dad used to be an American League umpire. So first time I go to Kansas City, California Angels were my team. So we go into the California Angels locker room. Me and my buddy walk up, and Reggie Jackson's standing there. And we were both like, I mean, this is Reggie Jackson on all the television shows, you know, the man, the myth, the legend. And he looks at us, and we're just like Reggie Jackson and his guys. What are these kids doing in here? Get these blankety blanks. Get them out of here. And he's just screaming at us. And me and my buddy are just like, oh my gosh, Reggie Jackson is screaming at us. And I'm like, this isn't going to finish well.
It. I'm dead.
All of a sudden he looks over, and my buddy's dad's like, Reggie. And Reggie goes, Hey, how are you? He's like, these two are with me. Oh, you're with him. Oh, come on over here.
Just switch.
Yeah, it was. But for about 2 minutes, it was like, oh, this isn't going to end well.
You see Raff's eyes anybody's eyes as a 9-year-old. You're looking at one of your,
Reggie
Jackson, and to see him just go ballistic.
What in the?
Now, Raff,
Lost
think about
his mind.
then. You know what this shows? Remember AG? We were talking about this just about a month ago. How people don't forget how you treat them. That was 41 years ago, and you can see it like it was yesterday.
Oh yeah,
those impressions, Rico.
You can see the fear in your eyes.
Yes, those impressions mean a lot, man. That was 41 years ago, and you can still see that man going crazy.
And then there was Rod Carew who said, "Come on, guys, come over here and sit on my lap." 9 years old and sitting on Rod Carew's picture's always been kind of weird, but I mean, how many people can say they sat on Rod Carew's lap like Santa Claus?
Look at Rico's face. Rico, choose carefully.
I want to say.
I know you do, Rico.
I want to say not a lot. And that's where I'll leave that.
Rico brought out the mental governor. I like that.
Don't let the intrusive thoughts win.
Oh my gosh, Rico, I'm dead, dog.
You see me be an adult there, just not blurt out what I want.
I'm proud
See
of
that?
you, dog.
Look at that.
I'm
Growing
proud
up
of you,
before your
Rico.
very eyes.
Rico, when Raff said sit on the lap, I looked over. So I looked at Rico. Rico's face was like, should I? No, or shouldn't I?
Nope.
Rod Carew, cool.
Not doing that.
Rod Carew, cool dude. Cool dude.
Cool guy.
Cool dude. Fred Lynn, cool dude. Tommy John, cool dude. George Brett, cool dude.
Oh gosh. Cool head look. He goes, doesn't surprise me. I remember when Reggie Jackson tried to assassinate Queen Elizabeth. Naked Gun. In that movie, Naked Gun.
Yeah. Guy's got a mean streak.
Oh, man.
He's dangerous.
Hey, cool head look, man. That's classic.
That's
I got to bring that one back out again, man. Those were great movies,
Oh, my
man.
gosh.
You know what, cool hand look?
Nordstrom.
You know, one of my fears. One of my fears is before I speak, when they say we want to mic you up now, I said nope. I don't want to get mic'd up until right before I go on stage because I always think of that movie. If I go to the bathroom and I have that microphone on, oh, this is a bad one. This is a bad one. Go ahead, man.
All right, everyone. We're going to send it to break. Just the drive, 92.7, The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Your sprinklers are watering the street or flooding your backyard. If you're on a list that doesn't exist, it's time for Judson Irrigation. At Judson Irrigation, Lee or Lacey or Judson will make an appointment. You pick the time and they'll be there to fix your sprinkler system. Now that's service, a dying art these days.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Dell and Ed present A Kernel of Truth.
That's Ed's new drone. Why do a couple of Nebraska corn farmers need a drone? 2 words: multispectral imaging. Drones help us farm more efficiently and protect planet Earth. Yep, Ed's a pretty good pilot. When he doesn't hit the broadside of a barn, that is. Nebraska corn. It's the plant that can change the planet.
Visit nebraskacorn.gov to learn more.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's Truck Month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Koppel in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. And I posted the
It's
Rod.
like 7 sales right there. You're welcome.
7 or 8. I posted the Rod Crew picture on my Twitter account or X account. Chris Raff 7. CHRISRAFF 7.
If you aren't following,
follow. I haven't got all Mike.
Well, that's all I'm going to say. If you aren't following,
I haven't got all Mike Schaefer's follows yet. He said
he'll try.
His follows.
He'll do his best.
Did you guys see by chance? Speaking of the Twitter machine, X machine, Adam Carricker had a child play the first YMCA softball or t-ball game last night, and Ed Werder retweeted it.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
That's
I'm like,
cool.
That's how you break in right there.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, me and Edward are pretty cool.
Oh, you call him Edward, not even Edward. E-Dub. You just call him E-Dub.
Me and E-Dub. We cool like that.
That's what I call
Cool like
Eric
that.
Warfield, man. E-Dub.
E-Dub?
Warfield is Eric. Speaking of, just like, not speaking of, but E-Dub zone. You thought one of the sickest athletes I've ever been around in my life. Raff, would you say that about Eric Warfield?
Oh, yeah. Great basketball player.
I mean, Eric Warfield, I see him do things in the court. I'm like, okay, did he just dunk over that dude?
Yeah.
And I mean, it wouldn't be like you see it gathering. It'd be like, bam,
just happened.
His explosiveness. If you see Eric Warfield in the street, you're like, okay, probably looks like a decent athlete.
Yeah.
Sick athlete.
Then he gets to get.
He's sick.
His vert was way over 36 inches.
Oh, my
back in
gosh.
you usually be out 36 was sort of like, if you had a 36-inch vert, you
right.
You
You
had
had bounce. I think he probably had a 40.
Yeah, it was
39 or 40.
He was insane.
Same. Yeah, he was ridiculous. He was ridiculous. You said you had the same one?
Same.
You had a
36-inch vertical.
I had a 40-inch vert.
40-inch vert.
I never measured my vert, but I feel like I had a pretty good vert.
I bet so.
Mike Minner had a very high vertical.
Yeah.
You know, the one that I saw this in person though, because I was doing the football camps and I was down at the stadium quite a bit as a kid. Curtis Cotton, who is still, I believe, has the old-time index record as far as cumulative points.
Yep.
Curtis Cotton, who's a sheriff now in Omaha. Curtis, when he went, I think it was 40, was it 41 or 40 or something like that?
Yeah, it was up there.
He jumped, and it was like you could have had a cup of coffee before he came back down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was just ridiculous to see that dude jump that high and just he'd always go with his mouth, and he just kept. I'm like, okay, that brother's still going up.
Curtis Cotton, the father of all of the other
Cottons, that are track Kenzo Cotton. And
shout out to Kenzo. I believe he got married over the weekend.
Did he?
I think so.
Where did he go to Arkansas?
Arkansas.
And ran track there.
That was the homie.
Yeah,
we were in summer track together. I coached him one summer.
Really?
I'm the reason he went to Arkansas. I'm taking credit for it.
It's like Raff saying he taught Joe Burrow
how to throw a football.
coached him one summer. I am taking that.
You give me 5 minutes with Joe Burrow up in the coach's offices. I'm turning him into probably an all-pro, possible Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, no,
it's just something I do with young quarterbacks.
Something like that. Just that whole family, just full of athletes.
Yeah, never mind. His dad was a coach, and his brothers played for Nebraska.
Yeah, that's detailed.
No, it was just me in the coach's offices saying, "Little Joe."
But all of them played defense.
Yeah,
see,
that is true.
I told him, I said, "Joe, hold the strings." And next thing I know, he's just throwing rockets.
Next thing you know, he's winning a Heisman.
Yeah, he never did give me credit in his Heisman speech.
You should talk to him about that.
I got a bone to pick with you, sir.
All right, Joe. We got to talk about this.
David said Rico could touch 8-1 with his 40 vertical. Oh, no. Oh, no. So he could touch the top of Rav's head, you're saying, David?
I could dunk a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Rico, people keep sleeping on
They
you. I'm
sleep
telling
on
you,
him.
man. When you talk about a guy that's running high hurdles, you can obviously jump.
Your
He
boy
can
was,
obviously jump.
your
He
boy
can
was
jump.
an athlete back in the day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, man. People don't understand that, man.
Yeah, when you said high hurdles, I was like, what? I was like, huh? I was like, that's getting up there.
Because we think of guys like Ronaldo Nehemiah, Edwin Moses,
Rico.
I met Edwin Moses.
Rico. You know, you think of guys
I
that
know.
are when you think of guys that are, 6 foot
Taller.
6'1", 6'2", 6'3". I'm gonna tell you another guy that was in fact, I think his 110s would have smashed anything in Nebraska. Ramon Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He ran like a 13 something in high school. Yeah, he ran like a 13. He was from Arkansas. Him and Des Moines Adams were from there. Warfield from Arkansas. All those guys in that Pine Bluff, Arkansas area.
Yeah.
It's like Sugar Land, Texas. When you would back in the day, Raff, when we were growing up, you see the USA Today. And you would see those 4x1 times, 100-meter times. And you'd see those times. You'd be like, "Are these guys in college?"
There was a team this year, high school team in Texas that won state, whatever I don't know what it was. Their time would have won the Big Ten. Yeah,
we run fast.
Yeah,
I was just happy to get a participation ribbon in South Lincoln Track Club.
South Lincoln Track Club
still counts.
I got a blue ribbon, I think. I don't even think I ever got a medal.
Still counts.
I wasn't exactly.
Hey, you got a medal, man. You got a ribbon.
I was this close to being a USATF All-American.
Are you serious?
Missed it. I missed so you get to finals, you top 8, you're an All-American. I got 9th place at nationals.
Rico, that's still no.
Yeah, you got
that's
9.
Ridiculous though, bro.
Nobody remembers 9th.
I got 16,300,233rd place.
No, Rico,
Just
you remember.
missed.
You remember. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but I remember because I'm upset. That's it. Like I was just talking to Bella and Chef Bob. They were out at Bellevue West. Bella goes, "Oh, I saw the wall of champions." She goes, "Are you on that wall?" And I go, "Nope." Got 2nd place 2 years in a row.
I think my picture's still up in the weight room at Southeast.
Look at you.
You know what? My name at Lincoln High. They always tease me about a statue. I'm like,
I mean,
there
the
were
field
so
got the statue up
The
front.
field is
bro.
named after you.
Yeah.
There were so
Seacrest
many.
Field at
There are
Davis.
countless. You can remember Lincoln High is one of the oldest schools in the state.
Yeah. Bobby Reynolds.
You got guys like Bobby Reynolds, Sean Smith,
Aaron Davis.
You got Mr. Ross that was there. You got
Richie Ross,
the Maxies
he
that
played
were
on
there.
my squad.
Yeah, Richie, the Maxies. I can go on and on. Cordell Sims that was there. Tim Roseberry that was there.
Darius left.
Jody Brown that was. I mean, I can go on and on
Cedric
and on
Case.
with names that were there.
Does
Cedric Case.
he hold? Did he hold the touchdown record?
He's got to be dang near close.
He's got to be close.
think
He's got to be dang near close, man. Lincoln High has had a ton of athletes come out of there. The prestigious awards I was a Shrine Bowl, and I won the Bill Fife Award, and then some other Hall of Fame, whatever. But there's somebody. I mean, there's Lincoln
AD
High.
needs a statue.
No, AD is not. If I put a statue of anybody at Lincoln High, it'd be Bobby Reynolds.
Yeah,
that dude was.
Can you imagine them having
Mike Foltz was at Lincoln High?
Can you imagine 40,000 people at Beechner Field watching a football game?
No.
Bobby Reynolds used to bring them in.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Well, he was the same. Him and Gil Sayers same time, weren't they?
I think Bobby was in the 50s.
He was late 50s, early 60s when Bobby Reynolds was there. Yep.
Bobby, man, that's just crazy though, because they talk about Beechner Field, they get like 30, 40,000 people on the games on Friday nights.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a Crush game used to, pull in like 10, 15,000.
Something like that.
That was just Crush games. They just came to see me.
No big
Mark
deal.
from Cook. My name is on the John Phillips Sosa Award at Sterling High. And you know what, Mark? As we get older, I'm not sure how old you are, Mark, but I know if you, as we get older, you look back at those things like, dang, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when Coach Osborne, after we won that national championship in '94, locker room was obviously pandemonium, chaos. We're thinking about that South Beach. And Coach Osborne, quieted us down. He goes, guys, the older you get, the more you're going to appreciate what happened here tonight. And we're like, yeah, Coach, that's cool. We just ready to roll. Let's get them buses started. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's cool. And now you at 50 years old, that's 30 years ago. It's like, dang.
He was right.
He was right, man. He was right.
Speaking of Lincoln High speedster, legend, hurdler extraordinaire, Darius Luff, and the Nebraska track team National starts today.
Oh, hello. He runs today, I believe, doesn't he?
He
Or is it tomorrow?
runs today. Yes, he will get it. He will get the Husker start. He'll be the first Husker to compete. So entering the competition, both teams are ranked in the top 25, top 15. The men go in 10th. The women go in 13th in the USTF CCCA Week 10 polls. Darius Leff will get it started in the 110s semifinal at 7:32 p.m.
Is that on TV anywhere, Rico?
I believe it is. It might be on ESPN Plus, like the preliminary rounds and everything.
I'd like to see him run live tonight.
So he has the school record, which he broke his own school record this year at the Drake Relays with a 13:25. That time is third best in the NCAA this season.
13:25 in the 110s.
And 16th best in the entire world this season. He won his third Big Ten title a couple weeks back, qualified for his 7th NCAA championship meet at the West preliminary round, looking to win the national title. Darius Leff is, as he fell short the last few years, despite making it to finals. He's been an All-American damn near every year.
You guys think about this. Remember, he went to play football first.
Yeah.
Remember that, Raff? He went to play football first.
Yeah.
And then said, yeah, I'm going to come on back to track. And now he's what you said they had the 13th fastest time in the nation?
13th fastest time in the world. 16th best in the world. Third best in the nation, NCAA-wise.
Man, got to get him. Guys, June is a huge month for Nebraska football because they start their satellite camps. Coach Rule and company start their satellite camps as well. The first Friday night light, not satellite camps. They already did the satellite camps. The Friday night lights, excuse me. They start at Memorial Stadium this week. Then position-specific camps in Lincoln will start on tomorrow. Actually on Friday, not tomorrow, Friday. They'll start those. And you guys, let me ask you this. You know, we talked about this a little bit yesterday and the day before. Raff, when you were a kid, you remembered those camps, the big red football T-shirts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was there. The old logos and the coaches. And some of the guys that were there didn't have a snowball's chance in Hades to ever play college ball anywhere, let alone Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe not even start for their high school teams. How important do you think that is, though, for Coach Rule to bring that back in, saying, you know what, and it's not invite only. Remember, in past times, they had guys with certain colors of shirts and stuff like that on. They're just saying, no, you all get the same big red Nebraska football shirt, and we're going to evaluate. How big is that to start bringing these kids in at a young age to get them into the fold?
Oh, it's gigantic. It's so instrumental because look back at, like, I hate to go back to the 80s, but let's go back to the 80s.
I mean, we go back to society. That's the blueprint.
Probably every kid in Nebraska, except you had your outliers that wanted to go to Oklahoma or whatever, that they're Sooners fans just trying to stir the drink. But you had every kid in Nebraska, their dream was to play Nebraska football.
Right.
And it felt like over like the last 15, 20 years, that dream kind of went away. You know, you didn't hear kids, you know, every time like there was a son born in Nebraska, it was like, that's going to be the next Nebraska football player. That's going to be the next Nebraska football player. And it went away. And that was because, well, the product on the field at Nebraska wasn't that.
Right.
So I think bringing these camps back and instilling those dreams again to play for Nebraska. I saw that Malachi Coleman's mom posted a picture today, a picture of little Malachi with the Brick Behringer Tom Osborne statue out front when he was like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 or whatever. And then here, 8 years later, he's playing for Nebraska. I mean, that.
Do you remember after his sophomore year going into his junior year, maybe they had the camp out here and he was the athlete that was impressing everybody, but nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
I still remember that video and everybody's like, does anybody know who this athlete is, who this guy is going out here making people look silly? And they're like, oh, that's Malachi Coleman at Lincoln East. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. And then you just kept an eye on him. And then that junior year, he goes off and it's like, oh, okay. That's the kid. Got it.
Yep. And that's one of the things that I hope the NCAA does not take away the walk-on programs completely, because I really think that with these camps, you're going to find a lot of players that maybe they're not scholarship players to Nebraska, but they definitely are players that could walk on at Nebraska and eventually earn playing time. And I think that's one of the crushing blows that if the NCAA decides to take away walk-on programs, that would be disappointing, because with the coaches we have, and we're talking about the way they evaluate talent, they're going to find players. And Nebraska right now, especially in Omaha, you have the Warren Academy. But you've got Lincoln that are trying to, put together their stuff. You're going to start finding more players because for a while there, high school football in Nebraska was kind of forgotten about, and it showed on the field. The quality of players were not what they once were. But now you got the Steve Warrens, the Ben Guestfords, the Ben Comans, the Wilkinsons, all these guys that they see that hey, we've got to put the seeds down for the love of football early because it was forgotten. It was like one of those things where it's like, well, it's just going to be that. Well, things change, times change. Yeah, times change, interests change.
Right.
And I felt like over like the last, I always say led by Steve Warren and his crew up there, but over the last, 4, 5, 6 years, you've seen where people are starting to take that initiative again because kids aren't just going to, they've got to learn it. They've got to see it. Like when I was a little kid, it was my dad was a big Nebraska football fan. And then you learn from that and the kids, and like going out and playing football in the neighborhood. When I was a little kid, we played football in the neighborhood every single day or basketball or whatever. You don't see that as much, but now you're starting to see, these people that have played in the past that are taking that initiative and saying, okay, we're going to lead the way. And now you're seeing, look at here, more players coming out of the state of Nebraska because they've been started at a younger age and they've shown instruction and they've gained that love of football.
I kind of want to get into that more in the next segment because we do have to get to a break.
Okay.
Let's get to a break. We're going to come back to more because we got a lot more to discuss.
I feel like I have a thought that might not be very popular.
Surprise.
But not in like a super negative way, but just like a different take to it that maybe people might not like. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll talk about it. Folks, we're going to break. It's Wednesday. It's Waffle Wednesday. Come on down there, serving waffles until 11 a.m. this morning at 1040 O Street here at The Ticket, 93.7. We'll be right back.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through June 9th, they have 2 special deals for Ticket listeners only. Enjoy a limited time USDA choice beef hanging tender steak that's soft and tender, but loaded with flavor. Also, for Ticket listeners only, get extra meaty loin back pork ribs for only $2.99 per pound. Mention the Ticket prior to checkout for discounts. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all caramel latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and hot. An afternoon high around 89. Tonight, a stray shower or storm possible. Otherwise, clear skies. That low around 57. And tomorrow, sunny skies. An afternoon high around 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
What's your radon level at home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. 467-1111 for radon testing and mitigation.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Play ball!
Tired of the same old routine? Then bring your crew out to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. Enjoy action-packed home games all week long from May through August. It's the perfect change-up to the typical family night or makes for a home run outing with friends and coworkers. Experience the magic and get in on the excitement. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets now. Unleash the fun.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
That's a bad look for Mike Malone. When did the F-bombs just become an accepted part of our world where coaches just go to podiums and drop F-bombs? When did that start happening?
I think it was right after COVID.
Damn COVID.
COVID-19.
Ruined our profanity, properness in press conferences. Took everything away.
It was. It really was. What? We got that documented.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a family-friendly, great setting, awesome place to eat. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders or get any type of catering. And I need to apologize. Bobby Reynolds went to Grand Island. However,
we're thinking of a different
he played a game against Lincoln High here in Lincoln where they had 15 to 20,000 fans. So I was wrong, but right, but wrong, but right.
Bobby drew the crowd, but it was not the
story of my life. He brought in 15 to 20,000 for the game where he played against Lincoln High. I mean, AD used to get like 15 to 20,000 for all his games.
No, dude. Those days,
AD would average 11.
Though I'm gonna tell you right now, those days, and it's unfortunate. It's rare that you see Seacrest Field packed like it was when we were in high school.
Yeah, it was busy.
I mean, even the old Persian Auditorium is no longer in existence.
Mm-hmm.
When it was a city game, I mean, it would bring in a lot of people. But now I would say. I think there's a number of reasons. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just like kids don't go to those as much like they used to, man. I mean, it didn't matter if the girls were playing, the boys are playing. I mean, folks would show up and show out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now I guess they would say there's so many other things to do. But I'm telling you, the other thing is these daggum cell phones. You know, it's just I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but man, up until about I would say probably the early mid 2000s, you started seeing the attendance decrease big time. I can't say for everywhere.
Omaha was still pop.
I can only say from around here, you just didn't see Seacrest with, 5,000, 6,000 people there much anymore, depending on who was playing. But I miss those days, man, the nostalgia that came along with them, that. But leading back to what we were discussing earlier, as far as, those Nebraska football camps, Nebraska, I remember this would have been about 1988, 87, 88. Whole high schools would bring their teams up here. I can still see me and Coach Brown sitting in Abel Hall, along with the other kid managers. We'd be checking in the kids for football camp. They'd be from all over the country. Yep. Some schools would bring their entire football teams to these camps. And one that stands out the most is Lawton, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Because who all came from Lawton, Oklahoma? Mike Minner, Will Shields, the quarterback that played for OU, what was his name? Michael Thompson, not Michael Thompson, Charles Thompson came from Lawton, Oklahoma High School. And they had
Casey's dad?
What's that?
Casey's dad?
Yeah, yep. Casey's dad. So he didn't know me, of course, at that age, because he's older than me by about 5 or 6 years. I think Charles is probably 56, 57, give or take. When those guys were up here for camps, though, remember during the OU game, he had Hanta Yo, that headband, and that board around his neck. And I was teasing when we were playing golf with him a couple years back. That was it means clear the way in Native American language. It means clear the way. And they said Hanta Yo. And if you go back and look at those old games, you've been seeing Charles Thompson, unfortunately, running up and down the field in Nebraska. The announcer goes, and Hanta Yo, it means clear. Britt Musburger, which he hated Nebraska, it seems like. But it would say clear the way.
Not then, he didn't.
But their coach from Lawton High School sent me up the half-cut T-shirt and a bunch of the headbands. And Aikman, those guys will tell you, I had said Hanta Yo, clear the way. Will Shields and all those guys came from Lawton, but they would come up here to Nebraska, to Nebraska football camps. And one of those running backs, I couldn't think, Dewell Brewer, Raff, remember him? I could not think. This light-skinned brother, real short, played for Oklahoma, and that brother could roll out. We did not get him, but we did get Will Shields.
I think it was pretty good trade.
Yeah, I think
it was pretty good. Seems pretty solid.
Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame.
Take him.
Maybe.
But that came from those camps, bringing it back to what we're talking about right now, discussing Coach Rule and those guys. Of course, they were going to the satellite camps down there in Texas. We have our Friday night light sessions that start up here. And the Athletics got a great article. It talks about our Rule coach like there's no tomorrow. And now check this out here, you guys. Reading word for word. It said, word spread fast in the recruiting community last year that Rule used his camps like few other Power 5 coaches. The Huskers offered eventual signee Braylon Prude, a defensive back from Pearland, Texas, at the Houston satellite camp last year. It's not a novelty anymore, guys.
Yep.
Other coaches are saying, wait a minute.
Yep.
It's basically sneaking, not sneaking in, it's legally recruiting more because you're seeing these guys your own eyes. Rico, if somebody's telling you, high school coach, let's say in we'll just say in Dallas.
Okay.
It's telling you, hey, man, I got a hurdler that's off the change, man. He really runs these 110s. According to my times, he's done this. But we got this track kit coming down. Would you like to come check it out?
I'm there.
And you're going to look at it with your stopwatch.
Yeah, I'm there immediately.
Yep.
Immediately.
Why is that important to see with your own eyes, fellas?
Because stats don't lie, but at the same time, there are ways for people to input a couple of things
Fudge
here
the
and there.
numbers a tad.
And especially if it's a stopwatch and they're like, oh yeah, I got this time on the stopwatch. Be like, I don't know.
That's subjective.
I want either my stopwatch, I want to be there and do it myself, or I want to see the laser times if we're talking track. Football wise, I want to see, you have all these statistics and you have all these numbers and what you've done against these teams. I want to see you with my eyes to see how your body moves when you're doing, this route, when you're running this route, how do you get off the line? Where are you looking? Where's your hands? How are you catching the ball? Are you catching with your hands? Are you catching with your body? All of those things. Like, you want to see it. Some people who are much smarter than I am, who can break that down much better than I can, see that with their own eyes in order to break down how this player might fit in their scheme on their team. And also just being able to see how the biggest part is seeing how they interact with the people around them.
That's big.
Because that's somebody can tell you, oh, this is a great locker room guy, he's a great leader, this and that. But until you see that person, and if they don't know you're there, it's even better. If you can see that person in their natural environment, around their people, or around at a camp, around strangers, and how they interact with those people, how they interact with people who might be better than them, how they interact with people who might be worse than them, and what they're doing, and what kind of person you're going to have to deal with. I feel like that's a big,
Huge.
important part of it for Rule and company as well.
Yep, exactly. Relationships.
Raff, Rico, and Raff, I know after this segment you got to dip out on some business, but I want to ask you this before you get out of here. Last year, Rule and his staff, they collected commitments between June 8th and July 1st from 13 players who signed in 2024 recruiting class. Okay? Think about that. His staff collected commitment between June 8th and July 1st from 13 players. Okay? That's a lot. And that included the June haul where they had key signees. They got little Buford, little Mario.
Yep.
Out of Texas. And they got Carter Nelson out of Ainsworth, Nebraska, of course. They've been working on one for a while. And Ja'Cory Barney out of Miami during that time.
Yep.
Why, if you're a coach right now and you see these satellite, how many of these satellite camps are you trying to get to, and how is important is it playing to your recruiting?
As many as possible. Because the more people you see, the more potential players you're going to find. So does not surprise me one bit that they're, in Texas a ton. They got the camps coming up here in Lincoln, I believe this week. I believe they have one. As many people as possible. And you want to continue to build all those relationships, because the stronger relationships you build, like Rico was saying, you get to know the person, you get to meet the person. And then once you, and the Coach Rule talked about it last year. He goes, when you put the brand on our chest, he goes, we've recruited in the past without the brand. Now we got the brand. Now watch us recruit. So now you've got the brand, plus you've got a bunch of relationship builders that, you don't hear a ton of, I haven't heard nothing really about any like bad recruiting from Nebraska or anything like that. Even the players that have left, you've not heard any type of, coming back and saying so-and-so said the wrong thing to me. It's been all pretty much clear and transparent.
Yeah.
And I believe that is one of the key things to their recruiting methods is they're very clear and transparent. And that'll be very positive for years to come, I think, for Nebraska football.
It's when you can promote the brand during non-recruiting time, if you would, and those players, not only is important, Rico and Raff, for you to see the players out of regular setting and context, it's important for the players to see you.
Yep.
What I want to play for this guy.
Yep.
Because the onus is always on the coaches. Hey, could this guy play here? Why would that kid want to play for you?
Yeah.
How does he see you interacting with other kids, with other coaches, that you made the trip down there? For me, because I'm going to be interviewing the coach too.
Yeah.
Would I want to play for you? You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways to where, coach, yes, you want to get the measurables, you want to see them, but it's like that. There's that movie called oh goodness, the Express, talking about the story with Ernie Davis. And Rico, have you seen that movie, The Express?
No, I wanted to, and I never watched it.
You got to check it out. Raff, you've seen it, haven't you?
Yep.
Remember that part where they're in practice? He goes, the coach was just screaming at him and yelling at him. He goes, you're probably wondering where that nice man that visited your living room is at right now.
Exactly.
So you want to know, is that guy that's real cool recruiting you? Yeah. Now, of course, he's going to change a little bit when he gets there, but it shouldn't change that much.
No.
So that player, for me, I'm looking like, okay, he's cool right now. But what about when, as Ted Gilmore, former Nebraska receivers coach, would always say, AD, everybody's cool until the bullets start flying.
Yep,
that's when you find out who's really who.
Yeah.
When your back's against the wall and the bullets start flying, you really find out who your peers are as far as coaches, and you find out who your players are. That's why they always try to put these players in stressful situations in practice, because you find out how they do under pressure. And as a player and as a potential recruit, I'd want to see, even as a parent, who is this guy? Who is this gal? Who are they really?
And you get to meet, you get to meet, like Coach Rule, he could be like, hey, these assistants go down there, you GAs, you go down to the satellite camp, report back to me. But then you get a chance to meet the coaches. I was thinking back to my football camp. It's like I had to leave early for like a baseball game or something.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of going up to like whoever was the leader or whatever, it's like I still remember walking up to Coach Osborne and Coach Solich going, hey, do you mind if I leave early today? I mean, but just that personalization, and that Coach Roy, he's been huge on that. Like all the pictures he takes, all the handshakes he does. I mean, he's a good guy, but at the end of the day, there's a reason for why he's doing all this. He's building those relationships.
Relationships, and you got to put deposits into the fan base.
Exactly.
You must put deposits in your fan base because you know what? Again, when the bullets start flying, if you're a person that's been isolated from them or become, just kind of aloof from the fan base, when things start flying, they're not going to give you much lead room. A perfect example, Bobby Bowden. We know good and well he's probably there 2 or 3 years longer than most coaches would have been there, but he had put so many deposits over the years into that fan base in Tallahassee in the state of Florida. They were like, yeah, but it's Coach Bowden.
It's a tough one.
It's Coach Bowden.
Yeah.
And this one, which it shouldn't have happened this way, but look at Joe Paterno. Paterno should have been gone the first moment that thing sniffed out there at Happy Valley. But I'm doing a show when you've put those deposits into your fan base over the years, making the over 300 or 400 high schools or whatever that number was that they've been to, fans will give you a longer leash if you've spent some time depositing the fan base.
Exactly.
Now, the reality, folks, doesn't mean you're going to keep your job either.
No.
We can look at Doc Sattler. Doc Sattler was a great man, still is a great man.
Yep.
You still got to win games.
Yep,
So with all that being said, you still got to win games. Raff, RGT, my man.
All right, everybody.
Oh, you good?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
A little too excited.
I'm good. I got excited. That's what happens. All right. So today's Raff's Good Take goes out to Kara and Dan Whitney, a.k.a. Larry the Cable Guy and Mrs. Larry the Cable Guy. Dan had his Get Her Done Foundation golf tournament on Monday. Just super cool. They raised, as of last count, or what they reported, they were at $800,000, and they were still counting the money. A majority of this year's funds are going to go to the Bryan Medical Center's newborn intensive care unit in Lincoln. Dan, great dude. Another guy that just a great person that really tries to, put into the community. I mean, he's not actually a Lincoln resident. He lives, outside of Lincoln, but he's still, trying to make the community the best possible. So, and also to his wife, Kara, it's pretty cool to do what you guys have done. And you guys are both Raff's Good Take for just an awesome event you held on Monday. Actually Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, they've done a tremendous job. I've played in that a few times over the years. And Dan and his bride, the Whitneys, are some of the most selfless people you'd meet. And you think about it, if he was walking down the street right now, you'd have no idea if you didn't know who he was, because he's just laid back like that. Over $10 million they have raised so far for different organizations, all to help other people, man.
Yep.
Great take.
Awesome.
Folks, that is the RGT. Raff is going to head out on some business. We got one more segment. Me and Rico will send you home on this Wednesday. But you got about an hour and 9 minutes left to come down to get some waffles from Heavenly Waffles here at 1040 O Street. It's The Drive, 93.7 a ticket. Right back.
You can get diesel anywhere. But what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Want to contribute to medical advancements and get paid for your time? Join a clinical trial at Velocity Clinical Research. Participants can receive compensation, access medicines in development, and get study-related care at no cost. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. Help shape the future of medicine. Visit velocitytrials.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Koppel in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
folks, we are back. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. It is Heavenly Waffles Wednesday. Still have an hour to come down and to get some Heavenly Waffles. Rico, they're all really good, but that was, for me, that was probably top 3.
So good.
That was probably top 3.
I love it when they do the waffles and gravy.
Yeah, that I don't know.
It's my favorite day.
Yeah, I don't know what he puts in that waffles. I mean, what he puts in the gravy, and it's not fentanyl. I'm just letting you know, it's not what.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not what Raff said. Bless his heart.
Hey, AD, you want to move your mic towards me more so that we
There
get
we go.
There you go.
There we
Because you're
go.
on that camera.
The camera right
we
there.
got to get
There
your
we go.
beautiful face in. So yeah, if you stay on that. Yeah, stay on that side of the mic. There you go. People like to see you.
Oh, that's why I'm trying to put my guy all black on, black hat, still stinky from the gym. I'm gonna give a shout out to my daughter Nia, man, and of course a big shout out always to Jeff and Nicole Sink at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. We went to the 7:00 class this morning because Nia's going to start. She's going to do the 10-week summer session.
She told me that yesterday.
Yes, she's going to do the 10-week summer session. And proud of her because she's been getting up at 6, going to another gym here in town just for weights and things like that. But for more of a group exercise and for cardio, she's going to start Farrell's. But we went this morning for the 7:00 class, and I'm going to tell you, Becca Morosky, she tore our tails up. We did a lot. Yeah, we did a lot of donkey kicks, did a lot of fire hydrants. And literally my cheeks right now feels like there's 2 pit bulls back there just fighting. Just bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, I hate donkey kicks.
Yeah,
they're worse.
They're rough. So Nia, big shout out to my daughter Nia. Proud of her. She'll be, of course, here in the station this afternoon, I believe, 4:00 or so. But did that this morning. Hizzlebear says, I used to put on my football equipment and hit trees because I was a farm kid and had no friends.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that sometimes.
My Rachel always likes to tell me, my wife Rachel likes to tell me that growing up, she was the tackling dummy for her brother. So she would put pillows and blankets and put on like a helmet and shoulder pads. And he's like, just stand there. And he would work on it and he would just tackle her over and over.
Now, I'd have a problem just standing there and let somebody taking shots at me like that, though, man. But, you know, it is what it is, man.
Older brother. That's how you do it.
Older brothers will do that. Rico, what do you guys got today? You got to 1:00. What do you got for the happy hour today?
For the happy hour, I'm sure we're going to get into some more regional talk. I want to get into a little bit of softball talk as the Women's College World Series is reaching its championship series. It's Texas and Oklahoma for the second time in the last 3 years, I believe. Oklahoma going for their 4th straight national title.
Without their pitcher.
Patty Gasso is on fire. See, so they lose Jordy Ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the best pitchers in the nation, if not the best pitcher in the nation last year.
Reload.
But yeah, they reloaded as they went out and got Kelly Maxwell out of Oklahoma State, who was one of the better pitchers in the nation. So she goes to Oklahoma. They reload with a bunch of other talent as well because, you know, it's Oklahoma. And they not the same dominant season that they've had this year. Texas did actually beat them a couple of times this year in the regular season. So it should be a really good series. Oklahoma had to sneak by Florida in the semifinals. Had to play that second game. Florida has one of the freshman pitcher who was just on fire this year. Oklahoma walks it off in the bottom of the 8th against Florida. Texas handles Stanford and their player of the year and their pitcher, who she's a sophomore, so she'll still be tearing things up this next year for Stanford as they move to the ACC, which is going to be weird. It was just if nobody was watching it, first off, you did yourself a disservice. It was a wonderful Women's College World Series. And again, we got potentially, hopefully, 3 more games to go.
When is that game today? What time is that game?
Let me get the exact time.
Yeah, definitely want to see when that is because I'd love to check that one out
there.
I know my neighbor, of course, Abby Squire, has been hurt for the women's softball team this year. Her and I think some friends
they went down there.
They went to Stillwater. Yeah.
She said it was like it's like keeping the tradition alive in like her post. And I was like,
love that.
You're gonna have to end that tradition next year because you'll be playing.
Oh yeah.
So sorry about it, Abby. Today at 7 p.m.
ESPN.
It'll be on ESPN Plus.
I'll be checking it out.
Oklahoma, Texas. Oklahoma 55-7. Texas 55-8.
That's gonna be a game.
It'll be good.
That's
and then
gonna be a game.
Game 2 tomorrow at 7, and potentially, if necessary, game 3 Friday at 7.
I like it.
So all of them are late. 7 o'clock first pitch for all of those.
There you heard it, folks. You got some good softball to watch. Of course, they will not leave us wanting for more because they'll have a lot of things out there, I'm sure. Waterboy says right here, game was electric. Each team homered in the first inning Action-packed from the jump. Waterboy, love it, my man. Thanks for letting us know. Appreciate it. And also, let me see. Joe B says, if you have kids, they grow up in Lincoln, and they're not a Husker fan, that's just bad parenting, in my opinion. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, probably. The amount of like Oklahoma like stickers and flags that I see around this town, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We're very Lincoln's become a very a transient community, though. We have a lot of folks that are not from here that have moved in here, and vice versa. So it's part of it. It's part of it.
Also, Big Bird said, "Did you see the Florida gal hit the inside park home run? She was flying. That was her first ever hit. Her first hit in the College World Series.
That was her first hit.
That was her first hit
in park home
She
run.
hit it down the third base line. I think the left fielder dove for it, missed it, and she was moving around.
That lets me know that she's fast then too.
She was moving.
Yeah, she can roll. She can roll. Folks, the 80 Attitude Adjustment is sponsored always by Integrated Life Choices. I want to thank Becca Ritsky this morning for kicking my tail. I think I needed some life choices this morning as you kicked our tail. IOC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time, days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at IOC.net/careers. Folks, your past is your past. Your past is your past. Learn the lessons, move on. And I've been telling myself this a lot. You know, it's been a long year for me. Many of you know just the grief counseling and the sessions I've been going through. I want to echo what Chris Raff said about, Ricky Simmons being 15 years sober and clean. And when you're going through grief, sometimes you make you want to go to a dark place. And I'm glad through my counseling that I've fought going against those dark places. And here's the thing. Don't give your past CPR. Stop bringing it back to life. Learn the lesson, move on, but stop excavating old things that are done, that are over with. Learn the lessons, move on. Stop bringing those things back to life by going back there over and over and over. You don't live there anymore. And I'm telling you something I tell myself daily, AD, you don't live where you were last year. You don't live there anymore. Stop giving CPR to things that hurt you. Learn the lesson, move on. Stop giving it CPR. Folks, that is the drive for today, Wednesday, hump day. You still have about 54 minutes to come down here to 1040 O Street. You get yourself amazing Heavenly Waffles. They are always good.
Fentanyl free.
Fentanyl free. We got to clip that. They won't take you to heaven, we promise. They'll just be heavenly.
They'll take you close.
They'll take you close. I will take you higher to a family. Folks, we will wrap with you tomorrow. Stay tuned for the captain coming up as the drive. 90.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
For the second year, the Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion has roared into our state, and the excitement is throttling up. Until June 24th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play and Double Play. Enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 Nebraska winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend, plus a shot at $1 million. Enter today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go big!
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all Carmelite